Hello, I'm Karree Belmares, and on today's episode of Beyond the Athlete, we're sitting down with Raquel Chavez, who runs cross country as well as track for West Texas A&M. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. So, we have a bunch of exciting news to cover. You just got back from competing at your first ever NCAA Indoor Track Championship as a freshman. You were part of the women's distance medley relay, running the first leg. That had to be a dream come true. What was it like?
It was honestly super exciting. I never thought I would get to compete at national level, but to know that I was able to start it out the first leg, I'm kind of thinking like, oh my gosh, these girls know what they're doing. And as a freshman, I'm just lost at first. I mean, I'm a freshman competing in Birmingham, Alabama with these top girls. But I mean, it was super exciting. I felt like I belonged there. I wanted to put myself in there, and I did. I competed with them. So it just gives me another eye-opening of what to expect when hopefully I make it next year for nationals.
There's no doubt that in my mind that you'll make it next year for nationals. And honestly, I foresee you going in outdoor season coming up in a couple of months. So that has to be exciting.
Yes.
You had an amazing indoor season. You PR'd at just about every meet from the beginning of the season. You now hold the title of being the Lone Star Conference 800-meter champion. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. You were also part of the distance medley relay that meet as well, but you ran the second leg. And you got the lead for your team. So I'm sure that with all the success you've had, it drives you to want more. But what would you say keeps you motivated?
Most definitely my family, my teammates. To begin, my family been my rock since day one. Every day they call me or I call them and they're just telling me like, how's my day? Or what happened? How was practice? And I'll tell them and I'll be like, I need your advice. What do I need? What do I need to better myself? And they always give me pointers after my race or at practice, the times I should hit, stay consistent. I mean, they know what they're talking about since they were runners. They competed at Citrus College in California, and their names are on the record board. So to have my name on this record board for the DMR and hopefully soon for the 800, it's almost like a dream come true. I mean, we're super competitive, every single one of us. So to have my name on the board, it's super exciting because now I get to rub it in their face.
So what I'm hearing is it runs in the family?
Oh, most definitely.
Most definitely.
Most definitely. When it comes to my teammates, their support is also just out the window. It is so beautiful. Like, they are my second family here. And that means a lot to me because coming in here as a little freshman, competing with these top girls and beating myself up for not getting a time or just having a bad practice, they're there. They're there. They're like, no, shake it off. It's okay. They have my back too, and they always want what's best for me. And I honestly can't thank them enough because they've helped me get this far too. So I give my parents credit. I give all my teammates credit for helping me.
Such an important thing, like having good, supportive teammates. It can really change everything around you,
Yes.
especially with not having your parents close. So I bet that's good.
It's amazing.
What would you say for you has been the most challenging part of transitioning from competing at the high school level to the collegiate level?
I mean, at high school, you don't get the same level of intensity. I mean, high school, it's just kind of, the girls are just there, but here, the girls are here to win.
Yeah.
Like, they're not playing. Every day, you're competing with a time or with girls that are trying to be in the Olympics. I mean, some of these girls that I'm going to run with are going to run in the Olympics. So, I mean, that's just crazy to think. So it's definitely a huge change. And every day you go to practice, you have to be ready for that level of intensity. The coaches expect so much of you, and you just have to be ready. You have to, track's not an easy sport. Cross country's not an easy sport. There's really no easy sport. You're going to beat up your body. And that's good. I mean, that's what's preparing you to be at your top level here. They're here to win. And that's what it takes for a good team, is to here to win, to compete, be a competitor, be a champion, act like a champion, and train like a champion.
Man, you definitely have the mindset of a champion.
Yeah.
I love it though. It's good. It's good. So while we're on the subject of high school, your senior track season was cut short to the COVID pandemic. What was it like trying to stay positive during that period of time?
It was most definitely hard the first part. I mean, there were days and nights I cried and just I thought it was over. But my mom, you know, with her having my back, being my support, my rock, she sat with me and cried with me. And it's hard, but I mean, I got to spend more time with them. I got to build a better bond with them. My parents got to train me and help me be a better runner. And I knew that I would still get to compete at a D2 collegiate level. And that's what kept me going, is that I'm still gonna get to compete. God gave me these talents. I'm gonna use them, and I'm still gonna keep going, keep my grind going.
That's good. That's good. That's fun. I love how you kept that positive mindset, because I know that a lot of kids, it was kind of like a struggle, but you definitely had something to look forward to, and you're killing it.
Thank you.
If I'm correct, you're a mid-distance runner,
Yes.
but you run cross country.
Yes.
Yes. Do you feel that in any way impacts your training?
In the most positive way, it does. I mean, as a mid-distance runner, you need that endurance. You need that speed. You need just more of endurance, honestly. I mean, you can't run without endurance. You can't train without speed. You can't train without your teammates. But definitely cross country, switching to track was different. But it was exciting for me because I love track more than cross country. But it helps you in the most positive way. I mean, any kind of running helps, whether it may be just like for 10 minutes or for 14 miles, it's something.
Yeah.
And running 10 miles every single Saturday is helping me with something. So the training does help in a good way.
You know, for your freshman year, you brought a lot to the table. You have so many more years of proving yourself, which has to be exciting for you, knowing that each year you'll just get better and better. But being a student athlete can be demanding, and it can really wear on you. You know, college is new. It's a new level of competition sports-wise. So what would you say keeps you grounded?
I mean, you have to be a competitor, even off the track. I mean, school is so crucial. It really is. I mean, you have to be a competitor in the classroom while still being a competitor on the track or whatever sport. If you don't have the grades, you don't get to play. I mean, grades are everything. That's what's going to get you your career, what gets you to keep running. I mean, you can't be a coach without going to school. I mean, these coaches know what they're doing because they went to school. So you have to just have that, like I said, a champion mindset. You want to be the top in your classes and you want to be top on the track. So it all just plays together.
With that champion mindset, I hear that you're looking to beat the 800-meter outdoor school record, which is a time of 2:11. But this past weekend at your home meet, you ran a time of 2:16, which included the conversion. How does that make you feel knowing that you're not too far off from achieving that goal?
I am overfilled with joy, honestly. I mean, to know that just stepping out of my comfort zone too, like telling myself to run with these top girls. I mean, I remember the first home meet a few days ago. I was like, these girls took off and I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to go. I need to do something. I can't run in the 220s. So every day knowing that I can run with these top level girls that's been running for years. They have years and experience over me. So knowing that I just got a 2:16, it's motivated me to keep going faster. I mean, I want to try to see what I can do. Maybe one day I can run the Olympics. I don't know. I just have to keep pushing myself is what I keep telling myself. And I just want to see what I can do. I mean, the coach brought me here for a reason. He sees potential. So I just want to bring the best out of that.
I definitely see potential. It's easy to get caught up with the sport that you've competed in for a majority of your life. And from what I'm hearing, you more than likely competed in junior high, and then that led up to high school and track and cross country. You kind of somewhat base your identity off of that. So who would you say you are beyond the athlete, beyond the running?
Beyond the running, I am a physical therapist that just wants to see people be happy, get back to their daily life living, to to be more exercised and just to have fun with their family and be able to do mobility again, be happy. I mean, that's just every day we're exercising. So it's just been my dream to help people. I mean, my mom helps people. She's a nurse, and she kind of motivated me to help people too, just in a different way.
In a different way. Your own way.
Yes.
So thank you for being here today. It was a pleasure, and I look forward to covering you throughout your athletic career. And stay tuned for the next episode of Beyond the Athlete. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Look at this camera.
Yep, okay.
So,
Okay, yeah.
you just realized, you can tell. It's like, oh yeah.
I was
So then
I was wondering why I didn't see a light, but that makes sense.
See, if we're gonna do it like last time.
Okay,
we
yes.
can do the two shots.
No,
if you
no,
want.
no. That's okay. I want this.
Sorry, I just.
Yes, sorry,
Do
my
I
B.
just look at you then?